If you're an adult child of divorce, you may be at a point in your life where you're starting to realize that your parents' breakup has impacted you in more ways than you realized. In this video, I want to talk about a number of different ways that you can pursue healing and growth from that experience and live a healthy life full of connection and relationships. My parents split up when I was 10 years old, and at that time, I had no clue that their marriage was in trouble or that their relationship was teetering on the edge of a divorce. As a child, I was clueless. I think this is probably true for many children. One of the first things to help you move forward in your journey of healing and growth is to realize that there's actually no fix to coming from a divorced or separated family. This is simply part of your life, part of your story, part of your reality, part of your experience. And the goal isn't to kind of overcome it, leave it in the past, completely forget about it. The goal is to come to understand and accept how your parents' breakup has impacted you, or where you might need to forgive, to heal, to move forward, and to let go. And it's actually as we're able to look below the surface, to go deeper into our own story and understand the many different ways that our parents' divorce and the reality of growing up with separated parents, as we understand how that's impacted us, we're able to heal and move forward. A second thing that's really helpful in your journey of healing and growth is giving yourself permission to feel your feelings, whether that's anger, grief, disappointment, loneliness, bitterness, hatred, apathy, all of the things that you feel now and that you felt in the past, or that you feel as you think about the past, are important, significant, meaningful, and valuable emotions that are meant to explain to you something and to help you understand what you've experienced. When we try to gloss over our experience, pretend it's not a big deal, downplay it, or when we try to act like it hasn't impacted us, we actually get in the way of our own healing and growth. Is when I feel myself getting emotional, whether that's angry, sad, frustrated, disappointed, when I feel grief or loss, actually to rejoice in that, to celebrate in that, because that's telling me that I'm actually remembering, I'm processing, and that gives me the opportunity to move forward. And just like any other loss or grief, your emotions will go in waves. There will be days when you feel like you're totally fine and everything is great and you've worked it through. And there will be days where you feel like you're back at square one, where you've learned nothing and you've overcome nothing and you have so far to go. This is completely normal and it's really okay. A third thing that you can do to help you process this experience and to move forward in healing and growth is to find people that you can talk to about your experience. So this might be something formal, like a counselor or a therapist. It might be something relational, like talking to a sibling, a friend, a relative, a neighbor, your partner. Or it might be something broader, like going to a support group or joining a faith-based group, a Bible study or prayer group where you share life together and talk to one another about your struggles and challenges. One of the things that's given me courage to talk about my parents' breakup and the way that's impacted me is recognizing that the breakup is a relational experience and it's a relational wound. The things that I interpreted from my parents' breakup, feelings of rejection, loss of value, feeling like confused about where I belong, feeling insecure about who cares for me, who wants to be around me, and who likes me, those relational wounds can be healed in a relational context, not just by myself as I work through things on my own or try hard to change the way I think and feel, but those wounds can be healed in the context of friendship, of care, of connection, being known and knowing others. A fourth thing that can help you on your journey of healing is to look for healthy families to spend time with. Now, I'm not saying that your family is a disaster, but what I'm saying is that in order to heal and have greater understanding about what a healthy marriage or family can look like, you need to see models in action. You need to spend time with husbands and wives, with parents and children. You need to be able to see behind the scenes to what does a couple do when they have a disagreement? How do they forgive one another? How do they express their feelings without attacking each other? How do they show kindness and compassion to their children, even when they're throwing a temper tantrum or disobeying or getting in trouble or have short tempers? At times it can feel strange to know, how do I find these healthy families? How do I invite myself into their life? So if you have the courage, ask a family that you like, that you enjoy spending time with, if you could spend a bit more time with them. A fifth idea for moving forward in healing and growth has to do with being proactive about the events, holidays, and special events in your life, and finding ways to take them from being these terrible, painful, triggering days or weeks each year to being something enjoyable that you like to look forward to and that you enjoy. Many of us who grew up with divorced or separated parents may really struggle when we think about Christmas, holidays, our birthdays, special events like graduations, Mother's Day, Easter, Father's Day, and so on. For many of us, we just try to avoid these events. We try to act like they're not happening, or we get kind of dragged along to things that we don't enjoy, that we actually find more stressful or more painful. But what I found a helpful strategy is to be proactive and think about, what do I actually want? Who are the people that I enjoy spending time with? What are the activities and interactions that I find life-giving and not stressful? So whether that means inviting yourself to somebody's house for a holiday, whether it means planning your own party, or going to visit somebody on a day or a week that you know might be difficult for you. This could be one really helpful way to reframe your experience of holidays, celebrations, special events, and to make them something positive and something to look forward to. A sixth idea to help you move forward in your journey of growth is to learn what you can about divorce or separation and how it impacts children and adults. There are incredible resources. There are blogs, books, articles, podcasts, YouTube videos like this one and many others that can give you information and more understanding about what you've been through and how it may be impacting you. Here's why I recommend my book, Come Home Laughing, which is written for adult children of divorce and has a great study guide and application questions at the back. And my final thought in this video is encouraging you to just keep being awesome. You've been through something really painful. You have had to deal with loss, change, transition, grief, and instability. You're not alone in this journey, and this is not the end of your story. It's not the only thing that's important about you, and there is hope for healing and growth. And for more content like this, please like this video and subscribe to this channel.